And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Conal's Drawing Stuff While You Watch. Today's episode is based on Toy Story. I don't know if you've heard about this film. It's a new film that's come out called Toy Story. It's about a lad called Buzz Aldrin, I think it is, and Woody Harrelson's in it. And they come to life, but then they go back to death. So I don't know, it's a funny film, but here's my drawing number one of a two-parter. Imagine that. Buzz Aldrin, Buzzard maybe, I don't know his real name. Buzz, get there, yeah, that's a good boy. Come on, fight. So firstly I'll say spoiler alert. I don't want to ruin this film for anyone. It's a good film. It's new. It's on the scene. Get it. It's 3D. Everyone likes 3D. So enjoy. In Toy Story, there's this really cool suave cowboy called Woody Harrelson from Splash. He's cock a hoop and makes all the toys his slaves, including the love of his life, a little shepherd lady who fancies him rotten, even though he's not really an adult, he's just big. So he gets all these other toys to fan him with palm leaves and feed him grapes and stuff, when this deluded space ninja gets bought by a giant and left on the bed. And he's smug. He's so smug, man. He thinks he's the king of everything, and Woody Allen doesn't like it, so he decides to murder him. The first thing you think, isn't it? Murder. I know what I'll do. If I don't like someone, I'll murder them. But that's what Woody Harrelson does. He thinks, I know what I'll do. I'll push him out the window, and no one will ever know. I'll just whack him, and I'll punch him probably. He'll go flying miles out the window, and then we'll never see him again. And he can fly out there. Falling style, he calls it. He takes mick out of him to his face as well. He says it's not flying, it's falling with style. It's not on. It's a bit tight if you ask me, but he's a bit smug, so he had it coming really, you know. Maybe not murder, but a punch. Who knows? And the murder plot goes a bit wrong when all the slaves around see him doing it and he gets caught out. So he makes up this lie and goes, oh, I'll get him back then, alright, I'll go get him back. But he's really put out and he can't believe he's got to go and do it. He's like, I can't be bothered going to get this guy, but whatever, this neon lunatic isn't welcome here, but whatever, I'll do it. So he uses Spring Slave to get down, and this Potato Slave comes along, and then they get in this naughty boy's room, who is, from our perspective, a psychopath, and he like dismembers toys and stitches them back together, a lot like Frankenstein, and that is the Doctor, not the monster. So any confusion there is cleaned up. But with hindsight, that little boy seems like a very creative young man, and he likes to experiment, and you know, he's probably done right well for himself in the art scene since Toy Story. But I do know a little unknown fact about the Toy Story empire. They did settle out of court with that boy for misrepresentation and slander, and he got $800,000. Isn't that good? So, you know, be careful who you're bad mouthing. Even you, Pixar, you're not above the law. So they end up finding Buzzard, and they get him out of that bad room, and they take him for pizzas in this shop where there's loads of like claw machines and coin drops and, you know, bandits and stuff like that. It's a lot like Blackpool or Whitby, but in America with pizza and aliens. There's all these aliens. So they get in one of these machines for whatever reason. I can't remember why. They get in it, and there's all these little alien toys that are like in a cult. I think they've got like this cult going on, and they bang the god of this cult is the claw, and they're like going, "Oh, claw, fucking banging on about claw. Oh, claw this, claw that." They never shut up about this claw. So yeah, they bang on about it as if it's the best thing you can get to get picked by this claw. But you know, be careful what you wish for, because when you get out in the real world, there's like dogs that can eat you, or like naughty kids that can put a banger up your ass, or you know, there's loads of stuff that can happen to a toy, a very small toy in a world filled with intelligent giants that have firearms and explosives. So yeah, if there's one lesson to be learned from Toy's story, is be careful what you wish for, because sometimes the claw will put you in a world of bangers in your anus. So yeah. Anyway, they pass away. They don't pass away. They move on, and the flying man from Home Improvements and the thick man from Forrest Gump can't get back in time for their giants moving out day, which is a very nice day for anyone's life. But if you haven't got your favourite toys, it can be a bit disappointing, can't it? You know, toys are irreplaceable. That's what I know about toys, they're irreplaceable. Yeah, so it's their giants moving out day, and they can't get back, and all the slaves band together, all the lovely slaves, and they cause some real tension, like low batteries and like arms falling off and stuff. And there's this insufferable dinosaur one that annoys everyone, and they keep saying to him, "Shut up, dinosaur, no one's listening to you." And it does end up a lot like bullying. It feels and sounds a lot like bullying to me. But this kid has it coming. He's not a good person. Oh, dinosaur, he's not a good toy. He's horrible. He's like always on everyone's bloody ear hole, giving it, my arms are too short, or it's a scary world we live in where this giant comes and kicks us and stuff, and all that. So anyway, let's move past the dinosaur. I won't mention him again. He's a pain and no one likes him. So the spring dog, probably the brainiest of the slaves, and the potato man, who's versatile. You know, you can do out with a potato, can't you? You can have chips, you can have mash, roasties, croquettes, rosties. You can even have a bit of Spanish omelette if you're adding a few more ingredients. You know, very versatile toy. Anyway, they all chip in and make the two main and probably best toys go in the sky. There's that little car fella as well. He's the one who runs low on batteries, and it's sad when he gets low on batteries. But they fire these toys in the sky, and it's not falling in style anymore. It's actually flying. This buzzard is flying. It's really nice to see, because Tim Allen is really happy. And then they fall gracefully into a sunroof, which you don't see much of these days. It's all panoramic glass and soft tops. It's all soft tops, isn't it, these days? So it's nice to see a sunroof. You don't often see them anymore. It's lovely. Yeah, they fall in, and guess who's there? The giants. Yep, I know. It's a wonderful story. So they fall into the giant's car, and the giant's like, "Oh my god, my best two toys, Forrest Gump and Home Improvements, have made it into car, and it's right good. I'm happy. Story's ended. What a happy ending." But that's not it. It's not over, because at the end, there's a dog. The giant's mum gets him a little dog for Christmas, which, any boy's dream. every boy loves a new dog, especially at Christmas. You know, like a dog's for life, not just for Christmas. But this family were very responsible and looked after that dog perfectly. So, but all the toys are like rolling their eyes like, oh dear, but that's for Toy Story numbers 2. So yeah, that's a different video, and I'm not willing to go into that right now. I forgot to mention that there's all these little army men that are pretty cool. They walk like real men, but they've got boards strapped to their feet. That's good, isn't it? So yeah, it's a story of murder, betrayal, cowboys, slavery, and batteries dying, with an army man twist just to spice things up. I give it 5 out of 5, and I recommend it to anyone, like either kids or adults who just like kids films. So get it now on Blu-ray, DVD, VHS and book if you want it on a book. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do, get whatever. Check out my links underneath for more interesting and cool things. Thank you. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please click on this little icon with my stupid face on it if you'd like to subscribe to my videos. And if you want to watch another video, click here on this little box. Also, don't forget about my Patreon page. I'd really appreciate anything you can do on there for me. Thank you. Bye.